Oh,
Alright, everybody.
get.
We're live. YaadCode
Oh no,
FreeCodeCamp
yeah,
live
yeah, you're
coding
right.
sessions, March 25th. Right now it is 9 o'clock and almost. So basically, this session is the 11th session, and we are live right now. Let me just go to YouTube to show you exactly where we are, and then we'll be posting in our normal FreeCodeCamp, Kingston, Jamaica. So as usual, I'm going to show you that group, FreeCodeCamp, group on Facebook. So we have in attendance Craig Clark,
Hello, hello, hello.
Simon, Lawrence,
We're there.
and Ronnie Crickets,
Hill.
and myself, Giovanni, Dapper Star, the flinger of sound.
Mr. Flingway.
You shoulder hurting now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Gio.
Yeah.
How you dance and have on a soca shirt?
Soca? No, Soca is Students of Caribbean and African Ancestry. That's the name.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll just use the acronym.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
It says students of Caribbean ancestry.
Students of Caribbean and African Ancestry.
Oh, and Africa. So the most doing some African dances and thing up there too.
Yeah,
Them did
so
have to go up there too.
At Jagba, so it's a 4-song dance. You know, Nothing Wild by Vegas. Not no while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then you have Jagba, Joanna, and say Joanna, 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 and then you have the Black Panther soundtrack song.
Oh, see.
What's that way? I'm a science student.
Sure. So then, who watch on the Black Panther movie though?
Everybody in the world.
I'm not watching
Everybody,
Yeah, everybody but me.
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay.
It was okay.
Excellent, my brother.
Well, it's excellent. It was alright because in terms of Marvel movie, them all have the same thing going on.
What?
You know, it bad
This one
doing man.
It was fairly sense of that normal Marvel. The sense that the underlying nuance them with them forcing the show and all that. It's great, man. When people face when they leave, you know that same identity thing where you don't feel at home in a different space, even though you come from a certain era. Like it very relevant for Jamaican context too. Where some man Jamaican don't feel like them fit in a Jamaica fully, and they say, yo, me big elsewhere, and at that time Jamaica want own me up, and you know, them kind of conversations they can come out right as well.
Oh, you mean about Evil Boy, right?
Like, yeah. You see it. That's the villain, in the show.
He's not evil, you know, man. Him just
how him decide to fight against the same issues where the rest of them are fight is a little bit extreme. It's like Malcolm X versus Martin Luther, you know? Alright,
I guess so.
We have the live up. Somebody check the live if you actually open, please. As usual, my internet decides, like a delay, I'll work after 5 minutes. I just want to sing, I love you.
Oh, definitely use it for each.
Just never see my Instagram pop up, sir. Alright. could just start, yeah, because this thing not coming up. The Facebook page was supposed to
Kind
be
of
live
slow.
tab. I don't know what go on.
Kind of slow. Kind of slow.
What live? Okay, let's just go straight to the FreeCodeCamp. Somebody else post in the Facebook page the live stream. But you know the same template, right? Like they say, oh, FreeCodeCamp, YaadCode, blah blah blah. Just use one different post from last week and then post another day. Yeah, so the group is FreeCodeCamp Kingston Jamaica. So who wants to join can join that. Now we're at this thing called Falsy Bouncer, and we are about to start. Craig, kick it off now.
Alright, Falsy Bouncer. Alright, so this challenge is to remove all falsy values from an array. As a quick reminder, the falsy values in JavaScript are false, null, zero, empty string, undefined, and none, which is not a number. Remember to use research ask if you get stuck, and to use write your own code. Some helpful hints or suggestions are to use the Boolean objects as well as the array.filter method. Alright, so basically what we're doing is we're getting an array and we are to remove all of the falsy values from that array and return the array with all the truthy values. Sounds like a job for a for loop or possibly a for each method, depending on which one you're more comfortable with.
What I think about is for each method.
In for each method, well, it might be a little cleaner, but in the function that you would be using would essentially be checking each element, whether it's truthy or falsy. It would probably be easier to just check it if it's truthy, and then once it's truthy, you tell it to do something with that truthy, like add it to a new array, and then return that new array. I use the for loop. They're just easier for me. I used for loop and an if statement.
Yeah, man, get that one there, the falsy bounds. Never use a loop.
Yeah.
Just use
the for each.
Yeah, man. Just use the boolean and the filter straight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I post it. Alright. I post it. Scooby-Doo.
Where's my screen? Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah.
We have something here, but there is not a number thing on the problem.
It is not a number.
Yeah, because it's that being one of the falsy values. But remember that all values in JavaScript by default can be coerced to either true or false.
Yeah. The beer that here. The what?
Yeah, Simon on done.
Yeah.
Simon code is awesome.
Yeah.
You post
Like-
mine a while ago. It's a muse.
Yeah, but that's
Like
just look
running-
for them.
Yeah,
Running
but that's
code
it
is
for me.
good. It's easier to read. When you read Simon's code, you have to probably look at it a little like twice and say, "Hold on, what?" But then once it comes to you, like, "Oh shoot, damn, that's clean."
It just fix. It fix. The server fix.
Sure.
Did you like it?
So filter is a method that returns anything that passes the test. That's how filter works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Boolean returns. We're gonna.
And then what? It's true or false.
Item is
Yeah, true or false. Yeah. That's right. If it's
but it's another one item. Return as false, like an empty string, 0. The word false, none.
Yeah, I thought there were 7.
Hmm?
Null, 0,
6 or
none,
6.
undefined. Yeah, I thought it was 7. None.
It's a false,
None.
null, 0.
The
An empty string and like an empty array. I think. And
Where's mine? Beyond Falsy. I remember when I came across that for the first time, I was like, what are they talking about? Like, that is like the weirdest thing I've ever heard. when I came across Trucy and Falsy and it was being explained, I was like, what? That just doesn't make any sense. How can you have everything be either true or false? That's weird. But JavaScript is weird.
Yes, it is.
So good for now on the Giovanni are
Does it work for you?
yes enough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, mine works.
ARR filter item.
You can destroy now. My lord.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Twins are twins.
Shit.
Wait. Oh.
My god. Did you at any time?
That is
YaadCode. You're gonna really that open. You know.
What's return bool?
Seek and destroy.
Seek and destroy.
So you can destroy something like on game.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one is ugly.
You will be provided with an initial array, the first argument in destroy followed by You will be provided with an initial array, the first argument in the destroyer function, followed by one or more arguments. Remove all elements from the initial array that are of the same value as these arguments. Kind of sound like the same thing.
Yeah, it's similar.
Remember to use that stuff here. Argument objects. Hold on.
They have this again in the intermediate section, but instead of it being an array, they give you objects.
I'm gonna be a headache there now.
Yeah, there's one in I was trying to work on it earlier. Well, it's slightly different, but they give you a collection of objects, and you're to return all objects that match the second argument.
This one's going to be a headache. Alright, so therefore.
Yeah, this is how a spread operator comes in,
So hold on, wait. Oh. Them only have like one parameter there, I mean.
Yep, that's the fun part of it.
But
Solve it. Don't let Giovanni solve it stuff.
No.
What you doing?
So what?
I'm not gonna be a headache, man.
Parameters?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so EF6 come up with a molecule of one way of finding.
That's the spread thing. The spread thing you talk about all of it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, Mr. Westbusser used it and it looked real nice.
Yeah, man, I kinda like it. Alright, so let me say I can bust it. Fair enough. Oh, shucks.
So how you gonna use the other, like the first parameter is an array, the second is two numbers.
Well, the first parameter is an array, but it is argument. It's the first argument of that function, that entire array. So every other parameter after that is argument 1 or argument 2 or argument 3 and so on.
Oh, wait, I said okay. I said
So like in the
Yeah, you can do it that way there. So them if you want to save them, they don't want variable or something, and
right.
So yeah, I get you. Yeah. So you have the arguments object thing.
Right. So argument 0 is gonna be that entire first array. Argument 1 is gonna be the next one, and so on. So like in the destroyer function I have in the box, 2 and 3 are arguments 1 and 2.
Arguments.
What did I do? Loop, and then push if. Oh, okay, right.
Alright, so see I can match up this now. So I'm gonna look through this big array and pick out filter out 2 and 3. Is it always 2 and 3? Nope.
No.
Not always 2 and 3.
And it's not always 2 elements either.
Oh.
I think in some cases it might be 1.
I think then we'll look through this, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, so first
in one is 3.
First, we want
some kind of argument object that you can use.
Yeah. I think that makes a big difference. That makes it easier to target those 2 or whatever the elements that you want to check for.
Right.
I just want to say I do.
The brain network. Let's see.
what have I done wrong?
I name a function field.
Slow onion.
Okay, so I think we're in the what am I doing? 5, 1, 2, 3.
What's going wrong? Oh crap. Oh shit.
I didn't even sort this.
Whatever. Let's return this in. Okay.
Yeah, it's spread upward and spread so in the array by itself. Then drop in.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole array. One argument.
Damn.
To call
Return.
full array.
Shit.
Are
Down.
here. Run this different. There we go. So it's look like that. Alright, so let's
Try this one. This. Oh
I'm gonna save this.
Really clean. 1, 2, 3. Nice and clean.
This is the array. Args 1. 0. Okay,
Oh.
0 E R R A Y.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Somebody got it correct. No. I
Still
choose
nothing.
args. No.
Hmm.
One.
Tell me this
I
wrong though.
less than args that land.
Tell them not to share.
I plus. Run through this. When it move through. Sure. Sure.
You wanna make the post in the group?
Hmm?
Anybody make the post?
I don't know if somebody meant none.
Somebody make it.
Nobody make a post out like a friend.
Somebody, you do it, run.
Where's Facebook? YaadCode.
Okay.
You just brought me through that time. I was on something good over here, man. Something good. Let me see.
Yeah, cool.
Yo, my computer freeze up. For some reason.
Clap along if you feel like famous is for you. Right.
Yeah, who's sharing the screen?
Hmm? Somebody I share on screen?
Nobody now share. Oh. Okay.
How is it going on? Ah,
So you say
anybody
remove the
said
one them that don't have the argument, or remove all of the arguments from the array, or
Yeah.
every instance of the argument from the array.
Yeah.
Okay.
Val not equal. Argument on. What kind of math is this now, lad? So, val not equal argument. Shaving cream, nice and clean. 1, 2, 3. What is this thing? Lies. It's gonna work.
For some reason, my computer will lock up here.
Try something else. What? So what now for that one? Guys?
Yeah, I'm there, but me I try get me computer for respond.
Oh.
For some reason, well, from morning, I have a computer on still.
Well, that's why.
I mean, when I hold it for things,
Yeah,
so back up.
The computer tired of him, man. So why his brother can't lock me up now, man? Tired of seeing me.
Yeah, I try to make the YaadCode post, yo. Too shabby, man. Too shabby. Yo, just copy and paste this, right?
Yeah. And just make sure the link there.
Skype link. And what else? Rockstone. Alright. YaadCode. Hopefully this works. Alright. Let's not copy one bit. Alright. Come on, computer. Be nice. Please. Be a good girl. So session 11 though.
Oh. Return val. That's equal to that. Wait. Oh, no, that's it.
Wait. I think it was Mech. I believe.
Yeah, it just came up on my screen.
Okay, alright. Yeah, so my computer not this one.
Me. Yeah, this thing is annoying.
What am I run? Oh, that's much server over there. I run. Yo.
What?
I think I know what my computer runs on. A server. Alright. Okay, brain, do something fancy. Solve an algorithm.
Brain do something fancy, solve an algorithm.
Alright, so far, split the array the argument or pass and got that in our array. See if we can find my train of thought. Alright, so I'm showing them my out so far. I have this. So what? What this do? This return the array we're passing as argument in one big array. Right on, that's
Alright.
Yeah. So now we can isolate the first array, right, and then use whatever left filter. That's the tricky part.
Oh,
Can do it so.
yeah, that look better. Now, why you start at 1 though?
Because I want to get rid of this first argument.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I want to get
Yeah.
rid of this first argument. So I want to start going for yourself. So just like wait. One of them there with more than one. This. If you use if you realize that this have an extra argument, this is not 2, it's 3. So what we want to do, we want to take out this by save it by itself, which I already do it for myself, and then the rest loop through it and make it kick out itself out of the original array. If that makes sense. Alright, so I'm gonna try this. Supposed to return an array? Yes, you're supposed to return an array. Something fancy.
Okay, that's right.
I think. I hope this makes sense. Did I just hear something inside of the... That's something wrong. It breaks.
Super.
Each one creates that as
Is that one? Oh. Oh shit. I remember. This occurred to me. Really? Right. What? Oh. I think I let me hate it anyway. Oh shit. Okay.
any luck, Rick?
Yo,
Any luck?
with solving it. I had done it. Where it is.
You solve it?
No, No, but that's not asking if you're solving.
Yeah. Where did I put it?
What are you solving?
Yeah.
Oh, you can stop this out for you. Yeah, okay.
I just assumed that it would never be more than 3 arguments, which it worked. Hmm. 15. 19. Hmm. 87 backspace. Wow. Yeah, man. Love your fret.
Yeah, well, when let me do the for loop.
For loops really are just a wonder. It's so great to work with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Loop. This has been about the ugly bad.
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out how to refactor it, but I haven't really come up with much.
It's in our code.
Okay. Alright, R is equal.
Break it down argument first.
R is equal like
Really, I'm here for now.
okay.
This is ugly, yo. Loop through the first original array. You know, so this can't fix, come to think of it. I can't fix this. Alright, so
Caesar sci-fi I wanna see. I mean, I forgot to the community with that one still. jQuery used to be the breakfast of champions.
Work. Oh, this filter thing can't work. Alright. So if we drop in alright, let's see. I'm gonna isolate this first. Suppose this. Take down the arguments. One thing we can finish the algorithm for tonight.
Yeah, well, Caesar Cipher is gonna be a little tricky, but we'll have two or more after this, don't?
Yeah, seek and destroy, then I'm look.
Alright, see if there.
Are those two algorithms after this, you know?
Yeah, so we should at least try and get to the last one. The last one might be hard, but we should at least get to that. Or and start it. What was this one? Where do I belong? Oh, this one wasn't that hard.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop share your screen.
Yeah.
You got when I get to solve that all sorry about that. I don't know what I'm to this. I'm trying to do this. So using the arguments. No, how you do it?
Is what is like what run equals do? You could basically put everything into an array and then work on it after that. You could put those arguments as, but then you have to know how many there are. Let's see.
Okay, I know what to do. Alright, so
Missing letters.
Filter take only one argument. It doesn't take a second.
If what? What's the?
filter function method if it takes more than one argument.
Oh, you know, so I never really. Let me go back to that. Array.
Takes a
Array.filter. All right. Filter. No, just. It doesn't really take any arguments. It just takes the callback. Yes, it takes one argument, which is the callback function. No, it actually takes two. An option of this argument.
3. It looks like 3.
No, the callback function takes 3 arguments. 2 of them are optional.
Yeah, that I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the callback takes 3 arguments. The first is the element, the second is the index, and the third is the array. It's just like reduce, though. Reduce takes, I think, 4, though. Reduce is, because it's accumulator, current value, index, and array. So that means if you want the third, you'd have to put blank. So, alright, if you were gonna do that with filter, if each element if you add if you subtract if you do it backwards, it would always be 166. "66, 65, 64. But if I go 66, 64, there's 2, so if return value is greater than 1, break. If return value is greater than 1, the return value is a new array with the elements that pass the test. If no elements pass the test, an empty array will be returned. Okay, so it has to be an array. But then you could just always print the only element of that array. Oh no, you print the last element of that array. So, look at this.
Interesting. If the index is greater than or equal to 1, item. Steps have learned something new tonight. Array at this specific index.
You know what? If where is reduce?
The item is exactly equal to the.
Oh, but this doesn't even have. Oh. Oh, it defined the function from before. Alright, so let's change this to.
2, 3. Wait, what? This should return. Wait, did I solve it? Nah, it didn't. Nah. Should return. 2 and
Alright, so that's how you do that. And then I would like the accumulator. I need some JS bin.
if the index is greater.
What? What? Whoa.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't know what about. So can you bring something from outside the idle? Let me see something.
Oh, but if I put 0 here, what's gonna happen?
I just called to say I love you.
Alright, so that works. I would like to. Volume.
This is crazy. Crazy. Good. What's the creative officer?
Oh, this shit doesn't hold it. Yes, it is.
Some reason my brain is not being a nerd tonight, I swear. Yeah. Get so long. Get so long.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah. Ronnie, share your screen, sir.
A second. I don't know.
Simon then.
I want to say I did that draft some bungie.
Yeah.
That was it.
Simon, wake up. Screen rough and all you do it. I don't know why this.
This is screen.
But honestly, I wonder why this don't work.
But Isaac.
Make sure I'm really I aim for. Alright, let me run index here. You can see the index each element. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's way not work. Bad. That's way not work. Okay. Really?
Oh, you know, because of length. Because the length of the array is always going to be 1 greater than the last index. So that's where you're getting that empty array at the end.
Yes. Okay. No, fair enough.
We just changed a while ago.
I changed from this to the actual array itself. So this return the length of the array. So let's do that. This is what I'm counting. This is argument 1, argument 0, 1, 2.
Yeah.
can use slice, just like how you use array from.
What is array from? Array that from what I do?
I don't have a clue.
Create an array from the array that you pass into it. So just one of the function. One of them.
Okay. Anything you pass to that, it will automatically put it in an array.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, but you can pass a callback too.
Interesting. It'll give me a blank. Wait, what? Oh. What the hell?
You know, you can pass a function to array.from.
Array.from?
Yeah, you can pass. You can pass a function. You can pass the array that you want to. Well, you pass the whatever it is you want to convert to an array, or you can pass an array and a function, and it will automatically do whatever you want it to that function to each element of that array. That's interesting, because that means if you use that, you could use it to check it against the arguments 1 and 2. And then return what you need to return. But can I do that here? Oh, this is a string, not an array.
I'm gonna try something mad. Okay. Here goes nothing. Wait, what?
Close. Very close.
Return 5.
Yeah, so what happened to those 2s?
Where you getting into here from?
At that one, no, what did it do there?
Alright, man, log out white at door. That man, wake up you.
Yeah, ready for. Ready for. Get him up, king. Sam, I gotta solve this. I gotta solve that one here. Kunk.
Two, three, 5. So what wrong with 1 middle store? Wait. So it a return these. So something yes or right, but what is right?
The first one it returned 2 and. Oh, it took out the field. It took out the argument, the array altogether.
Oh, forgot it's actually returning something. So it might have to about this. So if it match.
What comes out here on the right hand side is the console log or is the return statement?
This is a console log. And
And
then
the
this
undefined
is a
is it? Okay. All right.
I believe.
Index and
So return not equal to this. Yo. And
why is that 2 in there? Oh, wait. If index is less than or equal to 1 and come to the screen. And index is less than or equal to args.length. Args.length is...
But the thing is, may I have a problem now, you know? Come here, say when you call that array that filter, is the args that length different now? Because
no, we're not touch args.length at all. We not touch args at all, not the array here, no. Not a filter here. Let me see if I this I want. Yeah, I think I know what happened, you know. I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. Array is supposed to have one filtered option. Okay, so I do.
Yeah, no.
Think of that. What a fellowship, what a joy divine. Sir, I'm confused now. This is joke.
So what kind of like kick Simon off of the car?
And the horse, I forgot that, you know, horse.
yeah,
We can't kick Simon off of the car.
no, I don't think so.
Someone fell
So
asleep.
everybody have to hang up and then drive back the car, I think.
Yo.
I say, right?
Alright.
Oh, that's...
I 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me hear something. Hello?
Yeah, so that won't affect the stream or anything?
No.
I guess we'll find out.
No, the stream is a different thing.
Right, yeah, but that means you have to go and reconnect and all that kind of stuff?
No.
Oh.
What I can't understand about the piece of code, you see? You see, new array is not defined. I know say the reason why I get undefined earlier, Craig, is that we'll go back to this. Console.log. What? Man, yo.
Can a function be within a function?
Sure.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I get the undefined here, because we're supposed to return something to the filter this variable. So after you filter out the stuff them, you're supposed to bring it back to the filtered function so it can pass it to whatever we have saved the information at.
Wait,
That's where
what?
get the undefined.
With what? Because we have like filtered equal array that, and then return filtered.
You take out everything that's not 2. So they filter out 2, so 2 is no longer there. So everything else, not 2, is returned. You see that?
Right, yes, because you're doing it on the first argument out of that, and then you're telling it, okay, here.
You realize I become return, remove the return statement. You
Right,
just give me a blank,
so why
array,
can't...
because information now pass back to this at all. So
right,
if you have something, I return to the filter method.
Yeah, but inside of that function, the callback function that you're using, why can't you just tell it to return any item that is not equal to argument 1 or argument 2 or argument 3 or any argument that is not argument 0? All the other arguments.
Try that.
Because a while ago when you had put return not equal to 2, if you had put return not equal to argument 1, it should have given you the exact same thing as what you had a while ago.
This is your code from earlier on, right?
Yeah, mine was yeah, exactly. More, since the only problem is that you don't know how many arguments they're going to be. So suppose there are...
Yeah, that my one try cut out altogether.
So you'd have to be able to capture all the other arguments, considering you don't know how many there are.
Yeah, that one get all together. But same thing.
But what I realized though is that if there is no third argument, it doesn't seem to return an error though.
Oh, we can do the pattern.
Oh, no, wait. No, you couldn't do that because arguments dot length -1 is going to give you the last one. How can you... a loop?
We're already looping. I have access to everything in
Yeah, but you're looping with the filter. And with a filter, you don't have any. It just goes through from beginning to end. You can't set a start and an ending point. Whereas with a for loop, you can set the start and the ending point.
That's why I put in the if statement earlier, and for some could catch that. because I'm looking at these statements. Index.
Or a while argument. No. Yeah, I just think that because you don't know how many of the other arguments there are, a for loop is just almost like the perfect iterator to use.
Wait, there's somebody watching. Carla Mackenzie.
Yeah. Big up.
Hi, Carla.
Okay.
Let's see.
You hear
We can't hear you properly.
Hi.
Oh, hey Carla, what's up?
Hi. So far.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. This is Gio.
Hi, Jill.
Renique is on the call as well as Craig.
Hill.
What's up?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. I've been watching for like a few minutes, and I was just wondering. I mean, I see that you're trying to remove something from the array, but what exactly are you trying to do? Is there a particular?
Okay, so it's one of the FreeCodeCamp challenge. It's seek and destroy. Let me remove this code. You shouldn't be looking at this code at the moment.
There it is.
Yeah. Well, I've solved most of the algorithms.
Right.
So I'm just going through with everybody else as if I'm learning this thing all the way over. So yeah, we're at seek and destroy algorithm. So what we want to do, we want to remove these elements from this array.
Okay.
Meaning that we're gonna have an unknown amount of arguments, and we have to remove from the first argument all the others.
Okay.
So this is where we are so far.
Can I get that link?
And I'm sorry.
Can I get that link?
Yeah, screen.
This link or the FreeCodeCamp link?
The FreeCodeCamp.
Oh, okay.
Sure. What?
So Carla, were you watching us on live on them things?
Well, it's just today I've been watching. I did join a few weeks ago on Facebook, but because of time, I couldn't really come on.
Come on, that time. But that's good. That's good. So, guys, so people seeing stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's very good.
The YaadCode live running now then. Okay, you never posted the link, my boss.
But, oh gosh, man, post a link. Come on.
Post the link to the Skype.
Let's see.
But the YouTube link never did it, yeah.
Oh, we're live on YouTube currently, right?
Yeah. Let's type in YaadCode live.
You can always edit. Come on.
Huh? Yeah.
Me literally upgrade my internet this morning, so why flow behave so? Come on.
It's cool. Sorry.
Sure. No, while I'm page that low, I say I can try to figure out this thing. Alright, so anybody else have no suggestion how to solve this? Current time I'm stuck.
Alright, pretty well, man. I can screenshot. I'm gonna send that.
Or you could push all the other elements into an array and then just do something with the two arrays.
I'm gonna try this.
So
If
all
you
other
don't-
elements.
Yeah, if you don't want to, since you want to, because you want to use filter, and if you use filter, I suppose you can use an array.
Oh, so
within-
it's 7:30. Giovanni.
No, it's not working.
Oh, this not work. Okay. Argument 0. And
Oh, the second thing should be arguments that slice 1. Yeah, but it's still not work. Arguments that slice. How do you slice?
okay, so
Slice
first we
only
see
work
if
on an array, right?
No, you can do it on a string though.
But you can't do it on arguments.
so
No, I don't think so. Not until you get into the function.
will this work? Will this work? We saved a while ago. Split it.
Slice.
Slice.
And it would be from. Would it be from? From 1.
1.
Yeah, from 1 to the end.
Make sure so this will work.
Yeah, because.
1, 3. Alright. Alright.
Okay, good.
No.
That work?
Alright, so which option do we want to go with? We want to go with nested for loops or
Let's
filter?
create the filter function.
Filter.
But wait, hold on. No, I think array is from. The array to from. There was something about being able to pass a function, a callback. So array dot from 1, 2, 3 x where x plus x. All right. So why can't you? Where's the
Alright, so we want to wait, we can use for loop within a filter method.
Yeah.
I don't know why not.
Can okay, let me see something. So if we loop through this, right?
And so once you see
Inside of this and then match it.
not much. Once you see one equal to any element in that first array, then you return false. That's what I'm trying. Where's the arguments that slice did work?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So why not work for me? Oh, man. I won't need this one.
It goes scope.
Args, that's right. Args. Oh, array that from. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try that.
Let me attack. I'm do.
No.
I'm a girl.
What Carla should there?
Yeah, up here.
I figure, you know. Simon, because the last person so Simon was earlier on the call. Simon is another person we usually come into. Yeah, Simon, Simon, we don't hear him for a little bit, then we just hear snoring.
I joke, what? Okay, we're using ES6.
Boom! Yeah, it worked. What the hell?
Yours work?
Yo, as the array that from thing, will you just show me? That
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You know, let me
Yo.
have this a struggle fun.
Oh, if we capture the array?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah man, did upon the objects. See there? You can use spread operators.
What is spread operator? Okay.
This the tree that there. It spread out arrays for you. So you can save each element in an array. Oh well, you can spread it out if you want it. Anyways, click on that. Unexpected token where
Let I.
equal. Oh my gosh. Oh, so we have proper developer on the channel, yeah? So you know who can do the share screen from now on, Giovanni.
Do rest of array that length I plus plus return I. Why you do it? Why you do the okay. I return items not equal to issue. Yo, no, that not gonna work, you know. Because remember the same situation where if you return something once, as in if it evaluate true once, it's not gonna go through the rest of the array. So if I make sure so the
Oh yeah, for real. So I don't want to return this, but I want the information. What am I gonna put in? I'm gonna push in the one new array.
No man, so just return false. You return the false. So once it's equal, return false within that for loop. But outside of the for loop, after it runs through everything, then you return true. You understand?
What?
So within that for loop, return false. Because once an item within, okay, once item is equal to any item in the rest of array, or whatever there, that just flip the sign we do right there. Just say equal to, as opposed to checking for the false condition there. Because as soon as I get, so outside, so return false there. Return that there. Return. And then outside of the for loop, you return true, because like after the for loop, you know that it would not, like none of them equal. Because you have to filter out some as a true, right? Return. Try that.
No.
Wait, I'm confused. 3, 5.
Me confused more than.
What is pass?
I know. What's one new array, right?
Wait. Go no. Wait. That never worked a while ago. Where's that equal?
No.
Okay. Try it
Actually,
again.
remember we want to get rid of.
Wait.
We want to get rid of the element.
What's supposed to be the equal? What's supposed to be the answer? Isn't just one supposed to be the answer? Wasn't that there?
We remember 2 different array we work with. The next one never having any return the results.
Exactly.
When it's supposed to return.
No, it's supposed to return 1. Yeah.
Supposed to return 1. Yeah. What is it? No.
But it never take nothing out of the first one.
And I'm confused.
Oh shit, it never take nothing out of the second one either.
Yo, we just use the code in a man from before. For loop within a for loop.
No man.
Yeah. You see, the reason why I like that for loop is because it just gives you more flexibility. You can set where you're starting, you can set where you're ending. Yeah, for loops rule.
Take a look through what I have my boss. Who's in the JS bin?
Oh, let me do this. Oh, that's var args equal array dot arguments.
Alright, this is what I'm saying. Up in the Gideon. Really, really think that the computer will restart though. Computer and so.
Welcome to my world.
No man, I found man in the computer now, yo. You know, like I from man, it probably tired. Just return 1-1. Clear. Alright, so that return 1. This should return 151.
Yeah, I don't know
So,
why.
Carla, how far are you on FreeCodeCamp?
I was doing the front end development section, and I I stopped at the first challenge. I haven't really moved on from there because I was kind of doing some other stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, life happens to us.
This is from the front end, or which branch?
This is front end.
Yeah.
Oh, but to solve the algorithm, my youth. Yo! Youth, what's it to you? I saw him go ahead. Man, solve the thing over there and go and like say no solve. Here comes so.
I say it work, remember?
Yeah, I'm saying where.
Alright, so Miss Organ, that's alright. That's the argument. Boom, boom, boom. Slice it. You're gonna create a filter function. Elements.
The filter function and filter.
Really what?
I know, right?
So I was sometime last year, but feel like I remember if you do it. Swear. Yo, I work with FreeCode for tonight, you know that.
That's why I look cheap, man. For sure, that's what I do.
Yo?
Let's look through it in terms of you see the sensor type, right? It's looking at the field function and so on. Yeah, that's it. So if it equals, then you don't need to go through anything more, right? So you return false or something. But if it's not equal, then you return true at outside of the for loop, and then that's it.
Yeah, so that year version of a filter method.
Oh, that looks so. Oh, that looks so fine.
I algorithm know myself by my own.
So how you do that? How you do that? Press map, community.
Map?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to my profile. This is in my profile. So these are all algorithms about myself.
Yeah, but how you do that? Like, where
Click on the is it 4-1?
Okay, just your face. Okay.
Yo, this was my code. This was my code.
Oh, for real? Zed? That I've never done before.
This is ugly. Yeah? This was my code.
What is slice and call? What the call work?
Yeah,
same thing like we use it to isolate the sorry. We use it to get the information from this array, save it as one big gigantic array here. So this would convert into
but what that means, like
this is what it would look like when it done. This line of code when it run, let me actually do it show you.
Read that prototype that slice that call. Okay. That like stress.
You know, so many things that you had not read the documentation or box cover. Wait, me know me do wrong. Wait, no man, no wait. This is what it looks like. So it actually take the argument and save the argument in our array. And when we get the code from, we get the alpha, the example, and then give it for FreeCodeCamp.
So why is that useful again? If you already have it,
so you actually have all of the arguments. Then alright, let's say you don't know the amount of arguments you can pass to a function.
Yeah.
Right? But you want to write a function so dynamic so that it can take any amount of arguments.
Right.
And provide you with a valid response.
Right.
Or a valid answer. So let's say when I write the function, you make it, well, if you write it without the dynamic aspect of it, you might not require like 2 arguments. But if somebody pass 3 arguments to your function I go break. So what this line of code do? Right there. Shaving cream.
Nice.
But the line of code I do, it save the arguments. No matter how much argument I want to pass through, it save it as one array. Then
Okay.
any amount of argument I want to pass to it.
And then you just dot call it.
Alright. Oof.
Seek and destroy. Sound like a hymnal song.
Good. Alright. That's what go on, you know. Let me see. Alpha. That's supposed to return 1. It didn't. Ugh. For the love of God.
When you guys have the next call?
Tuesday.
Thursday?
Tuesday?
If not Tuesday, it's Thursday, depending. But Tuesday's supposed to.
It's what go on, Craig.
Your color?
Yeah, it's giving you the
Your color?
yeah.
No, I just feel an urgent need to catch up because I'm at 111. And it's not compared to you guys. No, I'm not.
Oh no,
No,
that's
no,
Ronnie still. Like, he's
No,
farther than the rest of
don't
us.
compare your scored mine, please.
Yeah,
Huh?
Don't compare your scored mine.
he's ahead of us.
He went forward. He finished his certification already.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a superstar.
This little bad boy here. Wait. Anyways, Craig.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to show you. So let's say beforehand we write a function where only could I take maybe one parameter or argument.
Yeah.
Right? But if somebody pass an extra argument in our function, you may have a problem because you only believe you take one argument.
Yeah.
So what this line of code do, it loop through this and find out how much arguments pass and save it in our array. So it would look something like that.
And why is that useful though?
Why is it useful?
Yeah.
Well, in my eyes, that prevent my code from break. Because if somebody pass, alright, let's do a 1 + 1. Return 1, let me say A plus B, and this is A and B.
Return.
TURETUR TU Rn, I think.
No R.
That gives you a 9, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do something weird.
It's supposed to give 10. It's supposed to give a 9 same way.
Yeah, but why do with the last argument?
Ignores it. Because you remember you can define functions without arguments at all.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
in some
parameters.
cases you may get a problem because you add additional. What if something else in your code did rely upon this object here?
Well, because you call it function destroy and you only have 2 parameters right there, it will not recognize it. But
Yeah.
I understand if you were to like replace the 4 with this, I would see that there would be an issue there.
Because it can't add that object.
Well, it can.
Well, it doesn't add it. It basically concatenates it. Because it basically forces everything to a string now and then just says, yeah, you that.
And them thing that cause missile for blow up on them thing there.
For real.
We give up. Yeah, we give up. So what if my function would rely upon the object here? For some weird thing to happen to the object.
Mm. Well, I think now if your function had defined, this and was using certain properties of that argument, and when that function was called at a later point with another argument, which was not a function, I think that might cause some kind of a type error.
Yeah, this thing kind of man, we'd have to really study and play with this, yeah, man.
JavaScript is a funny little language.
Yeah. Well, I did something, yeah, man. Alright, so. We'll move on to the next one, right?
Yeah. You're really trying to hit this one. What's the next one now? What name again? Where do I belong?
Not another one. Jeez. Right. Wait, this not bad. This not bad. There are numbers, right? To return 2.
Where do I belong?
Let me see if we can solve this.
You must can solve it, man.
Yo, this has been over a year to do this.
Yeah, and that's why you can solve it. Alright, well, you just have to break it down. And I'm done you sort, so we know what that is. So you're just going to sort it into order and then just find where it belongs.
God. Everything with that phrase. Everything with that phrase. Yo, no, I want to put in the FreeCodeCamp YouTube link on the post.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Because of zero views right now.
But you look like my computer drop asleep, yo.
Well, mine not sleep from morning. Mine not permanent.
Yo, my computer, I think it need prayer. For the love of God, come on. think that's it. Alright, where do I belong? Find my place in the sort, so...
And you don't even have to put it back into the array, you just have to tell us the index.
Yeah. So I is greater than
Sorry, some bike.
Mumbai. What is going on? What do you mean no? I'm telling people here. Oh, no, that's right.
Native one. Yo, no, sir. Why? I don't know. Jamaicans.
Yeah, I'm Babylon and brother. Thing now work cannot tell me foolishness. I'm telling people here, man. How this work? Array that sort. How this sort thing go again?
It's literally just sort. I don't think you pass anything to it.
So ARR that sort.
Yeah. But you should assign that to another variable.
Okay, that's right. It's not in place. Okay. What the hell is going on there for the God?
I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing, man. I don't know what I'm doing, man. No clue. Index of is not a function. Yes, it is.
Sure. I hate when that happens, you see. I'm like, yes, it is. Stop telling me foolishness.
Yo. Oh, I see. Okay, I saw my door. I know my door now. I know my door. Yeah. You
use it on a...
But still.
Something's that's not an array.
Can we push this first and then find the index of? Is that something that's possible?
Find it. Oh.
Okay.
Sort it first and then find the index.
Oh, we're supposed to sort it?
Well, it's easier to just sort it and then sort it.
It should be in order. Okay,
right,
made sense.
So sort it and then find the number, the first number that is greater than it, and return the index before that number.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay. Wait, sort takes arguments?
Mm-hmm.
It does?
If sorts the arguments.
Yo, I mean, that's the only thing that don't work. Search the food. Yeah, oh, yeah, man. That look like you're right. I think.
It does. Alright.
It's
Alright.
possible.
No.
It's not?
I just call to say I love you.
Yo, stick to code in.
Boom! I got it.
Someone got it too.
You work?
Like we say.
Of course, nigga. Of course.
Sort him.
Nigga!
Big man, sort by itself just already sort it in a descending order, you know, without passing A minus B.
It all pass with error till you stay there.
Wait, what's the error? If this is not an error, it's telling me that it does not understand ES6. It's not an error.
Oh shoot, where you say need to step up with the times.
Yeah. This is ES6. I'm not even need this either. I'm gonna need that. Or this.
Caesar's cipher. How are this now?
Yeah, I think you probably should stop there for tonight.
Why?
God, I don't think Caesar's cipher.
Tonight, so I think
Because
we can solve algorithms.
Caesar's cipher is a little tricky.
Let's see what it got. Let's see what we got. See what we got.
I want to know that, man.
You remember it? Just remember, must you just remember it?
Let me see. Remember it. Yo. This is one of the worst algorithms ever.
Yeah, man. You didn't forget outside help on that one. Yeah.
You know somebody this salary?
No.
But
So what are you supposed to do?
take one for
Lead me through this.
Alright. Alright, the way it works is it's basically like a code where each letter that is shown, the true letter that you need to replace that with a letter that is either 13 spots above it or 13 spots below it, depending on where in the alphabet it falls. That will determine which direction you go.
Okay.
But you also need to bear in mind that as far as computing goes now, I guess it's the ASCII characters.
Yeah.
So you have from, I think it's 65, go to whatever the other number is, that represent A through Z.
Yeah,
So you're right, exactly. So you're basically working within that range. But you're yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know as if someone either. Someone rough.
My own is straight out of Stack Overflow.
Really?
And I mean, even I was looking at it, and I was like, yo, like the person that actually came up with this, big up.
You ever watched
like,
the Turing test?
The what test?
Alright, the Turing test, the story of Alan Turing.
Oh, no.
Isn't this Craig?
Yeah. Oh, let me see this. Hold on, let me see this. Rotted.
So my code ugly. It actually ugly.
Hey guys, you want?
This is real crap to a coding.
You want?
Yeah.
You remember that thing that Bianca posted in the group? You want us to do it? Free online React bootcamp. April 9 to the 12th.
Yeah, but I try that still.
Yeah.
So we can do it as a
Of
part
course,
of
I help me well enough with the React project from there. Though.
Yeah, it can't hurt to learn React.
True. persons.
Yeah, we can.
Plus, I have perfect thing for you to help me develop that
And
thing in my channel. So I can ask some questions when I'm stuck.
and I actually
Like no.
I noticed that thing had come up on another mailing list that I have. So it's not the first time I've heard of that guy, Tyler, whatever everyone name.
5
McGinnis,
p.m.
yeah.
Pacific. Basically, it's the same time we usually have YaadCode, but it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Oh gosh.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're trying to tell you that, yo, we can teach you how to comfortable, well, obviously not be a master, but we can teach you enough to react in a week for you to do your thing. Yeah, that can't hurt still. For 2 hours.
The Monday unimportant. Why React, composition, declarative UI. I guess we can do that by ourselves. Me can't come the Monday. I have exam. Yo, exam
Oh,
period
see?
now. Crap. Ah boy, take a rough. Do you want to record it now?
Oh, but when is Easter weekend?
This
This weekend.
Oh, so that is the one before this then? Before that weekend.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's not a weekend. Monday to 12, huh?
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to know. That's what I was trying to see if that Monday was the holiday or if it was the one after.
No, I have exam the 12th, the 19th, and almost to the 3rd.
Yeah, what I'm gonna say at Easter.
Easter is this weekend coming.
Rockstone, that means
In other
no work for me. Wait,
right, so that means that means Friday this week is Good Friday.
Can I get the free food?
She's saying something what me not hear.
Carla.
No, I was trying to get the link to the React thing. Don't mind me being quiet. I'm just a quiet person.
It's all good. Yeah, put up the link in this. Yeah, there we go.
Me register still, just in case if we can make it.
Man, I already registered.
Just an email, right?
Registered for a couple of days ago.
Oh, Zine. Wait a second, you didn't plan for this wasn't gonna miss you anyway.
But they say free.
Yeah, don't it?
I don't mind getting the help to start up my thing.
Yeah, I agree still. If it's a free, it's worth a shot.
We can get Bianca for one of them call here too. A long time she no post. She must be busy.
Yeah, I saw her on some other thing that she represents. What was it again? Was it a show?
That one, good.
Ronnie, try reach out to her, no?
Alright. Well, she said she kind of busy still.
I know.
Yeah,
one
she can still
hour for one call. Yeah. Maybe 2 weeks from now.
30 minutes before talk, you know what I mean?
2 weeks from now, yeah. Maybe or after our intermediate algorithms then.
Yeah.
See how long that will
After we embarrass ourselves, then we can get professionals from the car. Yo,
so we got you remember the Quincy guy? We got him on the call before, but we never recorded properly.
Where's Quincy?
The guys that create the FreeCodeCamp.
FreeCodeCamp.
Really?
Yeah. That was fun thing.
Wow. So what did he say? He was just looking at what you guys were doing and that's it?
And then we ask him questions, give him feedback, what we like, what we don't like, and then tell him why he started and how he started. Him same day teach, and then him start do some automation, and then him say, oh crap, this is cool, let me teach everybody, and then him start him things.
And he spoke about the
plans for the future.
The future, yeah. What he wants to do with FreeCodeCamp, I guess, over the next 5 years, kind of thing. So it was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. I had some points I need to rehash and then write down and write the next article. The Medium article thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can write? I can't write enough. But try a thing with the first article. You never too bad. It's getting traction too. About 20 people like it.
That's not bad at all. Don't make me
Right?
laugh.
Yeah, man, you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere.
No man, I mean like con medium. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Unique.
That's enough.
On Facebook, a good amount of people like it on Facebook, man. But I mean,
question. Una gonna do more code tonight because
no man,
they choose you.
drop out them.
The brain drop asleep.
But
Yeah,
from Tuesday we start. I think we can start at 8 up. We'll see what happens because I might be coming from school. But yeah.
You want to do Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays from 8 to 11?
Oh, so how we usually do it is 2 days.
Pick 2 days out of those
Tuesday,
3.
Thursday. So if we can't make Sunday, Tuesday, we'll go Thursday. So if we can't get like at least 3 persons on the call for a Sunday, we'll go Tuesday, Thursday. If we can't get it on a Tuesday, we'll go Sunday, Thursday. If we can't get the person from both, then you just mess up. We just have one day session. But it's not too strict because we know that people have lives, right? So.
Right. Yeah. Usually in the week, it's hard for me. Tuesday and
Yeah.
Thursday. But it's like to see me on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm